So today we're going to be talking about the Micah case because I've been looking at the footage and the pictures
Oh, is she German?
over and over and over. And I noticed some details that I didn't notice before that I want to show you. And the last time I did a video, there was a woman making a comment in the comment section that I would really like to hear from again. It's because that toilet at the gas station is still eating my mind. It doesn't make sense to me. And this woman said she had been working with these toilet things most of her life, so she knows exactly what she's talking about. It annoys my brain that
Katie, howdy, ma'am. Thank you.
Micah walks to that toilet and the door is like this much open. But when she walks out of the toilet, the door automatically closes behind her, like it's fully closed. And someone said that there's a spring on the door that helps the door close completely. And I actually looked up these toilets on Google because I wanted to know how they work, because I have never seen a toilet like this before. And then I found another video of another woman walking into that kind of toilet, and when she walks out, the door does exactly the same. So we know the door closes automatically. So why is the door open when Micah, she walks there? It's so annoying that I can't figure it out. Is there some kind of split or something on the door that you can pull or do something to leave the door open to get some fresh air? I don't know, but if that door...
If you want some fresh air, get the hell out of the porta potty. That's what you do when you want fresh air. You get the hell out of there.
...has a spring and it's supposed to close completely, automatically, then why is the door open when Micah walks there? I really need to know. So I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but the woman that had been working with this for many years, can you please comment how it's possible that that door is open? But I don't want my intro...
The spring could be worn out or something could get in the way of it.
...to be too long.
Or if there's wind.
So if you're ready, let's do this. So the first thing that I want to mention in this video is that you see Micah come home on her Ring camera, and if you take a good look at her bag, on the big in the big room of her bag, she put a lock on it. And not only did she put a lock on it, she also put some kind of split to make sure it stayed locked, because this is a single zipper. So if she only put the lock on, you can still open her bag. But she put some kind of split on it that's stuck on the zipper, and then after she put a lock on it. It was really important for her to keep that bag locked. But why? Look at this image. You can see the split, the zipper, and the lock. And some people might think that it's because her credit card, her mobile phone, and her wallet was in there. But you can see here in this footage that she opens the small room, like the small pocket in her bag. That's where she keeps her credit cards. So why does Micah have a lock on her bag, and what's in there?
Is that the same bag that was found? That the fisherman found?
And this next footage that I wanted to show you, I put this clip in the video because... do you remember the previous video where there was a guy in black walking everywhere inside the pawn shop, and it really looked like he was stalking Micah? There was a lot of you that made a comment saying that maybe he was just like window shopping, maybe he was just trying to spend time until his girlfriend or his wife was finished shopping so he could go pick her up or something like that. But actually in this footage, you can see him arrive to the pawn shop alone in his white van. He walks close to the entrance area, but before he walks in, look, he checks around the corner. What is he looking for? I don't know. And then shortly after, you see him walk into the pawn shop, but I didn't put the full clip in because we've already seen it many times. But you clearly see him walking everywhere inside that pawn shop, and even though he's looking at things, he's not really looking. And I'm still convinced that he's watching Micah. Something is definitely wrong with this footage. And in this footage, you can see him close to the entrance area, and not long after, he's actually walking out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this footage and the gas station footage, but it's weird, y'all. Like, I mean, maybe it's nothing. Nurse KK, thank you. So sweet. Maybe it's absolutely nothing. Maybe we're overthinking and reading into things a little too much because we want to find the answers, right? And usually when you want to see something, you start to see something, right? But I mean, I don't something that gut feeling kicks in sometimes and you go, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's something weird going on here.
And when he walks out, he is looking to his left, like he's looking for someone. That's when he gets close to his van. But this guy, he is definitely arriving alone to the pawn shop, and he is also leaving alone. Look at right there, he looks to his left, but it could be absolutely nothing. Maybe he's just looking. But here you can definitely see him all by himself, getting back in his van, and then he drives off. So this guy definitely arrived alone to the pawn shop, and he also left by himself. So he drove to the pawn shop, went inside, did absolutely nothing, looked at everything but nothing. And some people don't think that's suspicious. I think it's very strange.
That is absolutely strange.
And the next footage I want you to notice, I want you to take a good look at this car. The reason I'm asking you to take a really good look at this car is because I want you to remember this car when we move on to the gas station, because I am pretty sure that this car appears in the gas station. And there's a man coming out of the car with light jeans on and a green sweatshirt. And he also walks into the pawn shop, and there's been some red flags about him as well. But I'm not gonna go into that very deep, because there's another YouTuber who's digging really deep into that, and I'm gonna post the links down below.
Nice.
Now I want you to take a good look at the gas station and look at that car that just arrived. You see a woman getting out of the car, and when she approaches the store at the gas station, she is staring at Micah, like staring. And I have her in different angles, and there's no doubt at all, this woman is really, really checking out Micah. Look, and at a different angle, Micah is there. And look at this woman, she is keep looking at her. That's a little bit strange to me.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Next thing you see is that the passenger.
Kelly, this one is but y'all, it's pinned down in the description of this video. So make sure you go show her some love too. Let's blow this channel up as well. And just keep hitting the thumbs up, y'all. Almost 900 people watching, almost 500 likes. 42 likes to 500. Thank you for the love and support, you guys.
The door opens again in that car, and a man is walking to the back side of the gas station, and he's actually approaching a car parked there with two people inside, and the driver's side door is open. But it's so weird because he walks direct to the car, almost like he knows them, and the conversation they have is very, very short. We are talking like maybe 10 or 12 seconds. There's no pointing or anything, like if he was asking for directions. It was a very short conversation, and this guy walks direct back to his own car. I put up the speed in the video in a moment because I wanted to show you something else. So this guy is approaching that car and he's having a very, very short conversation. And then he walks back to his own car. But if you notice the passenger in this car, are they giving a thumbs up now? To who? If it is a thumbs up. But there's been no movement in this car at all. And all of a sudden, after that man were there to have a conversation, there's a thumbs up coming out of the passenger door. And then
Pretty strange.
in a second, you're gonna see that they're gonna leave exactly at the same time. It is so strange. Do they know each other? Because I'm thinking that the man who got out of the car and walked to this car, if he needed directions, he was standing right next to Micah and another guy. So I think it's possible that he knew him, but look, now he's leaving, and now this car is leaving as well. Is that a coincidence? This car has been parked there in front of the toilet for ages, and as soon as that guy walks up to him and talks to him, he walks back to his car, and then he leaves, and then this car leaves as well. I don't know. I think it's very strange. And if you look here, it looks like a child is getting out of this truck. But he leaves the gas station. I think there's a lot of red flags in this gas station, and I think there's something we're missing.
What do y'all think?
And then I looked on Google Maps and I saw this truck. And this image is from August 2023. Look at the truck. Look at the tires. I would say it's the same truck. Look at the front of the truck. Look at the tires and the box in the back of the truck. I would definitely say that this is exactly the same truck the day Micah was there as it was in 2023. And another thing I can't get out of my head is that toilet door, why is it open? I know it has a spring on it, so it's supposed to close by itself. You can see here it closes after her. And I looked it up on Google just to see if this toilet would do the same. And you see when this woman closes the door, it also slams shut by itself. The door closes. So why is the toilet door open when Micah approaches the door? The door is open. How is that even possible? I really don't understand that. The next thing is, if you notice the white truck driving on the left side, it's pulling up behind this tractor. And he gets out of his white truck and he walks to the tractor. And I don't know if this guy works at the gas station, but he already knew the keys were gonna be in the ignition because he's not looking for them. He just jumps up, turns the key, and starts moving this tractor while he's looking at Micah. And this guy is really checking out Micah. Try to notice how often he's looking in her direction. It's insane. And this guy, I really, really want you to pay attention to this guy because he's doing some things that's really, really strange. And I have been watching and zooming and everything about this guy. I mean,
if he's doing stuff like that, it kind of looks like he probably works there and maybe he just thought she was attractive.
Huge red flag feeling about this guy.
But maybe not.
And I'm gonna tell you why very soon. Now he's gonna move the white truck up to where the tractor was parked. And it's a perfect place that he is parking his truck because we have a view inside the windshield of his car. And that's gonna be really important because there's an image coming up, actually some footage. And I want you to pay attention inside the windshield because something very crazy is going on if I'm right.
Uh-oh.
And
There's KK, thank
in
you.
this footage, I think it's the manager of the gas station who was also interviewed. I think he's the manager, I'm not sure, but I think so. It seems like they know each other. And together they walk into the gas station. And then this guy with the cap, he comes back out. And look what he's doing now. He opens the back door of his white truck. And he takes out this huge black folder or case or whatever it is, and a white plastic bag. But it looks like he has something under the plastic bag, and as soon as Micah, she turns her car, he makes a U-turn and returns to the car. Look inside his windshield now. He puts down the black box or whatever it is on the seat and the plastic bag on the top. Then he takes something out. I don't know if it's from his belt or his pocket or something, but it's like he opens the plastic bag and puts something black inside the plastic bag. And then he walks into the gas station. Then he walks into the store at the gas station. But I'm gonna show you again. I zoomed in and I want you to pay attention to the windshield. Look how quick he turns. Whoops. He walks back, opens the door.
I mean, that is pretty weird. I don't know, y'all. Is that just coincidence? But it did look like he was looking at her and like he just realized, oh, forgot something.
Puts the black thing on the seat with the plastic bag on the top, and he takes something black out of his pocket or something. He walks into the store at the gas station, and the manager there is actually waiting for him. Look at him coming out and opening this door to check inside. What is he looking for? Or who is he looking for? They have a small chat, and then he leaves the plastic bag on the table but take the black case or folder into the bag. What did he take out of the fridge? I can't make out what that is. I don't know.
Looks like milk.
But then after, you see him come out again with a plastic bag again. But it doesn't seem like it's the same plastic bag. I am not sure. To me it's very strange. And this time he's not walking to his car. He's walking to the back of the store with this plastic bag. And then I saw JLR. Listen to this.
I was just in here speaking to the employee in here, is a female. She doesn't know anything about the case. She didn't even know, when I said Micah Miller, she had no idea what I was talking about. So I was a little bit shocked. This place is very remote. My question is, and I was going to go in there and try to ask the clerk, and maybe somebody from your audience can enlighten this, but apparently, and then we found out today, she wasn't driving her vehicle. It was believed that the black vehicle that she was driving was actually Diana's, who was her roommate when she was living at Margarita in that apartment complex right down the road from Walmart. So she was driving her car. But my question is, I'm told that she got a full tank of gas and a drink. Now, my question is, if you were going to do self-harm on yourself, why would you even get a full tank of gas? And why would you even get something to drink when you're going to do some sort of self-harm just a short time afterward.
That's a valid point too.
I was thinking about what JLR he said, and I'm thinking that this gas station is located in a very rural area, and there's not a lot of people there, so I'm thinking not a lot of things happen there, so when things finally happen, I think it would be something that everybody would be talking about. So how is it possible that the clerk in the store, she has no idea what JLR is talking about. She have no idea about Micah Miller, and she have no idea what's going on about her alleged suicide. How is that even possible? But I looked.
Well, it could be that she just doesn't care about any of that stuff. It could be that she just never caught it, or it could be that somebody said don't talk to anybody. If anybody says this, if anybody talks about that or asks you questions about that, say you have no idea what they're talking about.
At this woman or young girl at the gas station, and I'm thinking I'm overstepping a bit, but I really needed to know what was going on. So I decided to take a closer look and see, because it looks like she's looking at the same pictures on her mobile phone all the time. So I decided that I wanted to see if I could find out what she was looking at. So what I did is that I recorded the video of her from behind and from the front area, and I turned the video upside down so we have the view from where she's sitting. That way it would be a lot easier to check the screen on her phone. And I don't know if any of you recognize any of those images. I have been looking for the images on different Facebook groups and different pictures surrounding the Micah case.
That first image looked a little crazy,
But I haven't been able to find any pictures that looks like the ones that she's looking at. But then I saw a picture of 3 people on her phone. And one of them looks like a very big black guy. And I was just thinking about something that I read. That was Micah's old colleague saying that the day after Micah passed away, JP went to her job with a big black guy. And I don't know if this girl knows what's going on, or she's helping someone, or maybe she's completely innocent. And if she is, I'm really sorry that I'm snooping in your phone. But I don't know. I just think in this case there's so many red flags, and it seems like you can't trust anyone. So I don't want to leave any stone unturned, if you know what I mean.
That's one of the reasons people that go to work and do things like that, they say don't be on your phones. Because if you're on your phone at the cash register, you have no expectation of privacy because you know that there's cameras up there recording you.
And I don't know, I think it was really interesting to read what Micah's co-worker was saying. Then I want to talk to you about the original 911 call. Do you remember in my previous video I told you that I believe the 911 call was cut short before it was released to the public? Listen to this.
The person who separated this video has already sent this information to investigators. Take a listen. Turn, wait. Grab her arm, help.
Get her arm and help? What?
You what?
I never heard this. Have y'all heard this part? Get set.
Get set. And then the 911 call technically ended.
Oh my God, I never heard that.
The person who separated this video has already sent this information to investigators. Take a listen. Turn, wait. Grab her arm, help. Get
Is that real? Y'all, is that real? Because that's crazy. Unbelievable.
And then the 911 call app technically ended.
I found a recording of JP pretending to be Micah. Listen to this.
I never should have left you. I never should have abandoned you when you were trying to work things out. I never should have put anybody else before you. I love you. At this point, I don't even know
That's him pretending to be her?
who my husband is because I don't have a paper trail. I don't even know what my last name is. I know I'm Micah Acacia. I know I'm that. My parents gave me those 2 names. That's on my original birth certificate. Still is today. If you get put on life support, if you are mentally unable or unfit to run the church, I need to know the paper trail. Who's in charge? We got a lot of assets, a lot of money to guard. This is not our money. It's God's money. I never should have left you.
Before I end today's video, I do want to share something with you. I find it very, very disturbing. And it could change the whole picture of what happened here.
Oh my goodness. Y'all make sure you follow her. The link's down in the description. This is True Crime and Justice. Go light her channel up. Wow.
Just follow me on this, yeah?
You got
First,
it.
Micah, she borrows her friend's car. Actually, I think it was her roommate, Diana. She borrowed her car. Why would she do that when she has a car of her own? I'm thinking that Micah, she was going somewhere where it was crucial and so important that she wasn't followed, because that could be dangerous for her. She didn't want JP to follow her. She didn't want anyone else to follow her. So just in case that someone had put a tracker on her car again, she decided to borrow a different car. Can you imagine? And then she takes her backpack and the big room in the bag. She puts something in there that's so secret, that's so crucial, she doesn't want anyone to get their hands on it. No one. So she decides to put a lock on the bag. Can you imagine what she put in that bag? Could it be all the evidence against JP, the church followers, something like that? She put something in that bag that she didn't want anyone to get their hands on. So she borrowed a...
I can agree with that. What's the obsession? Does anyone know how we know the extended 911 call is authentic? Because if it's real deal, that's huge. Opinions. That's what I'm saying. Because why would, I mean, if it's real, why the heck haven't we heard more about that? Because yeah, that is great. And thank you for the super chat. Very sweet of you guys. Click that link that's pinned in the very top to join the channel if you'd like to. But that is crazy. I had never heard that.
She put a lock on her bag. She then drives to Dick's pawn shop to buy a gun to protect herself. From what and from who? And then I was thinking, maybe she didn't have a tracker on Diana's car, but she still had her mobile phone and her smartwatch. Her smartwatch records every single place that she stops, but maybe she forgot about that, because during the 911 call, you can hear, if I heard correctly, she actually activates the location on her mobile phone. So I think she turned off the location on her mobile phone, but maybe she forgot about her watch. They could still track her using her smartwatch. I don't know. And then after, she drives to that gas station, the 41 Grill and Grocery. I feel like there's so many red flags in that gas station. I can't believe how many people is just staring at her, especially the guy who moved the tractor with the cab. He's carrying that black huge case or folder or whatever it is, and he has a white plastic bag, but under the plastic bag he's holding something. And when he closes the door to the white truck, he walks towards the store, but as soon as Micah turns her car so like she would be facing him, he turns like this, whoops, and walks direct back to the white truck, opens the door, puts that black case on the seat and the plastic bag, and it looks like he takes something from his belt or his pocket, and it's something black. I can't be sure what it is, but in this case, could it have been a gun? Maybe it was a gun. But now we have Micah in a car she borrowed to make sure she wasn't followed. She had put something top secret, very, very important, in her bag that she had to put a lock on her bag. She went to buy
Yeah, I never noticed that the bag was locked either, y'all.
a gun. Then she went to that gas station, and then she went on to the Lumber River State Park, where she allegedly unalived herself. And I just can't stop thinking, like, if she went to that state park, let's just say that she did this. Let's keep an open mind. Let's just say Micah did this. So she drives to the state park, she parks her car. Why would she bring her bag with all the top secret things locked inside the bag? Remember, whatever she has in that bag is so important that she puts a lock on it. Why would she bring that bag into the swamp? It doesn't make any sense.
Recorder? Like a voice recorder, maybe?
Because if she was there by herself and she was just going to
Aaron, howdy ma'am, thank you.
use the gun to unalive herself, why did she bring her bag with the things that was so secret and so important that she put a lock on her bag? It doesn't make any sense to me.
A lot of questions, not a lot of answers. Melanie, thank you for joining the channel. You're a misdemeanor now, y'all. Click that link that's pinned in the very top of the comment or of the chat section.
So I really want to know what you think in the comment section down below. And I encourage all YouTubers to keep going, keep digging, keep going, keep digging, because the truth really needs to come out. It really needs to come out. If the truth is one thing or another, it doesn't matter. We need the truth, no matter what the truth is.